5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
3, 2, 1.
Why do I try to make like a...
Welcome back, you dirty Biggs. We took a week off because somebody.
We're not going to get into why we took a week off because
we were all emotionally distressed because the Patriots didn't win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
That's
definitely
why. Yeah, it's not George's fault.
No,
I said we weren't going to get into it, and y'all just jump. Okay.
To be fair, it isn't George's fault.
It's George's fault.
No, it's not.
No. Oh, see, this is why I wasn't going to get into it.
This better be a joke.
Kinda.
Oh fuck!
It's technically all of our faults, guys.
No, I was here.
So.
And ready.
We all were here and ready.
And then Phil had to leave.
Yep.
Which was
All right. Let's just...
Okay, so in other news.
Harry Nasser.
George's fault.
we haven't even introduced ourselves. We just go.
Is his name really Harry Nasser?
No.
Larry.
Yeah, it's Larry.
Oh, fucking Larry Nasser.
Jesus.
How dare
Like,
I?
what is a Harry Nasser?
How is anyone supposed to take us serious if we can't even get the names right?
I don't think we take ourselves seriously, Cody.
I've never wanted to quit more than in this moment.
Why?
Y'all have been driving me up a wall for the past 5 minutes, and
Why?
I just can't.
I was
Because
playing Taps to Riches, bro. Hey, shout out Taps to Riches. Sponsor us.
No, I refuse.
Sponsor us.
I refuse.
Sponsor us. Taps to Riches.
You're garbage.
It's fun.
You're garbage.
It's fun.
You're garbage.
It's fun. It's fun pretending you have money.
I know, I'm making $5,000 a second.
Isn't that the point of credit cards?
Can we
Pretending
introduce
you have money?
ourselves for the love of
My
God?
name-
Okay, my name's OG Philly G. His name's Brandon. That's
That's
the
not
legacy.
my name.
I'm the
Phil.
legacy.
I'm George.
How come he gets to... No. Screw you, Phil. I'm Baby Ice Cube.
No, it's
No.
It's-
No.
it's Brandon.
I'm making $552 million a second.
Boy, if you don't...
He pulled it back.
Oh shit! Oh, goddamn! He can have his out, but I can't have mine.
Because I'm at least paying attention.
So am I.
No, you're not.
You've never once paid attention while you're on your phone to us, ever.
That's not true at all.
You a damn lie.
You a damn lie.
No, you would.
Your life is a lie.
The devil is a lie.
Oh, my God.
And this
I'm
is
like-
where Brandon weirdly finds out that Cody's his real dad.
What?
It's the Twilight Zone. Nothing makes sense.
God
I got
help me.
Benjamin Button disease, so I used that to my advantage and went back to school to hang out with my son, Brendan. It doesn't matter if he's doesn't matter if he's black and I'm white. It happened.
Why does God hate me so much?
Because your name's Brandon.
Okay.
Sorry, son.
We didn't mean to hurt you.
Sorry.
You know what's sad is that, like, Tracy, when he's at work, I call him Dad all the time. And so, like, people, I'd be like, Dad, can you bring me this? And people look at me like I'm fucking crazy, and it's just, like, a joke we have. It's hilarious.
That sounds funny.
So,
Asthma.
as George calls him, Harry Nasser, even though his name is Larry.
Shout out to Harry.
Larry was recently sentenced up to at least a one court. I think it was 175 years in prison.
On top of the 60 he was already sentenced for.
Yep. And then he's got one more court to go, from what I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. So this man's going to jail for the rest of his life. And he's going to die in jail.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
So how many women did he
256 people testified him at this last court hearing.
He's like the modern day Carl Panzer. Jesus.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's real.
So he was a coach for
No.
He was a
Here.
doctor.
Here, I'll read the first sentence and you'll understand who he is. Are you ready? If you burp into that mic, stop eating the mic. What the hell are you doing? Like,
He's not
why?
doing anything,
This
Brandon.
is
Leave
why
him
we
alone.
need video on this podcast.
Once a world-renowned sports physician treating America's foremost Olympic women gymnasts, Larry Nasser now will spend the rest of his life behind bars. So he's just basically the doctor for the Olympic gymnastic team.
Did you just say Olympic? The Olympics.
Did I? I said Olympic. I mean,
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
The Olympics.
You know, Brandon just learned right before this that they have guns in the Olympics.
No,
They have skeet shooting.
Yeah, no. They have people
like
on cross-country skiers now have a shooting part of their cross-country skiing.
That's
No,
amazing.
it's
They've
a different
had
sport. It's yeah.
But like that's not a thing.
Wait, what?
That's the dumb. Why?
Yeah, they ski and then they shoot.
Yeah, they
While they're
ski up
skiing,
to a
like-
platform, they stop, they take a shot at a target. And there's like 5 targets. Then they continue skiing, and yeah.
How have I never seen this?
It's
So,
like
see?
It's like the whitest version of a drive-by you can get.
Bro.
That's so true.
This is for fucking my wife.
Loki, that was one of George's best jokes ever, but it's fine.
Wait, that's a thing? They've showed that on TV before?
Yeah,
We were watching it in B-dubs.
yeah.
They never showed that on TV before.
We were literally watching
We were
it
literally
at
just
B-dubs.
watching it.
It must be new. It has to be new.
That's what
No,
I'm
it's
saying,
not
bro.
new.
It's not new.
It's new.
Yeah.
I said
No,
so.
it's not.
I said
Anyway,
so.
back to this guy.
Someone shot him while wearing skis.
Did you know that skateboarding is finally going to be an Olympic sport?
I mean, snowboarding is. Why not skateboarding?
That they finally made it a thing?
Does that mean they're going to get rid of the X Games?
No. Because I think, like, the extreme sports community likes the X Games a lot more than the Olympics.
Weird.
But it's still cool.
So what happened with Harrison Nasser?
So,
Harrison Flasher.
at least in
Pretty much.
Oh, your back hurts? Let me,
bro,
What?
he basically would help them with like, because gymnasts obviously have to be, all their joints have to be very limber and whatnot, and it puts a lot of stress in their body. He was helping
Stretch
them
them
with
really
pelvic,
good.
like making sure their pelvic area was like up to par of an Olympian gymnast. Molest him while he was doing that, and basically because he was supposed to be the best physician and the best doctor that the Olympians had for gymnasts, and he used that position and that power to prey upon these girls. And at least in the Lansing courtroom in Michigan, more than 150 women and girls testified against him.
Were any of them named Carrie? Because they need to be Carrie Smasher.
I don't know what's happening. I don't even know if I. think
Everybody's
it's-
playing off your Harry Nasser.
Yeah.
I can't stand you. But but he pleaded guilty to 7 counts of sexual.
Oh, he pled guilty to only 7 of them?
Yeah. Criminal sexual conduct, and admit to using his trust and medical position to assault and molest girls under the guise of medical treatment.
And the guys?
Under the guise, like
Oh.
G-U-I-S-E.
Oh, I said and the guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was touching men
No.
butts, too.
But this lasted over 2 decades.
Wow. Yeah.
Which leads me to my next point. Like, granted, there's a lot you could talk about, just Larry, but there's not. I mean, he's a pedophile, whatever. One of the women who came out against him, his name was Allie Reisman or something like that. She's an Olympian now, I think. Like she's currently gymnast, because they can't be that for like over the age of 22. Cause,
Yeah, because the wear and tear on your body.
yeah. But I might be wrong about that. I don't know. Anyway, she basically came to the courtroom, gave her testimony, which was long. It was long. But like, she talked to the judge. She addressed the judge in her speech. She looked directly in his eyeballs. Was like, "You did this to me, and I'm strong, and I can stand up in your face and tell you what you did to me, and tell you why you're wrong, and tell you why you're a monster." Which, mad kudos, because that's got to take a lot of strength to do that. And then she flipped it from him and went straight to the people he works for.
Yeah.
Because apparently, there have been multiple complaints over these 2 decades of this happening.
Yeah.
And they did nothing. Like, absolutely nothing about it. So, he works at Michigan State University. So, Michigan State University is in a shit ton of trouble for this. Yeah. And then, on top of that, the Olympic Gymnastics Company, where all these girls train at, a shit ton of trouble for it, too.
Yeah. Actually, Trevor Noah talked about this recently on The Daily Show. He said that one of the worst parts about the Me Too movement was not just what happened, but the enablers, the people who ignored what happened, the people who kept quiet. You don't hear anything about them. He joked that they should get half of whatever the dude's sentence is.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't think it should be even half. I think it should be more than that, because they're basically helping him do it.
Yeah, I mean, same with murder. If you fucking Accomplice.
Accomplice, yeah, that's the word.
accomplice.
But I think this is worse because these are like kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's one thing to like murder somebody and to help. That's a terrible thing to do. But like, I guess it's kind of that way of thinking that some murder can be justified on some moral. But like raping kids, nah. There's nothing morally justifying you doing that whatsoever.
Well, actually, in historical times.
Shut up.
I'm actually trying to remember which state it was, but there was a state this week, or there was an organization trying to. I think, George, you're the one that told me about this. They're trying to normalize pedophilia.
Yeah, it was on.
No, he was.
Did he have
tried?
that-
He tried to shit on Vice News, and he's wrong for that
Oh, we about to get into it.
because Vice News had a tweet, and it was in
And it was
quotes.
quoted, so
it was in quotes.
Vice was quoting
it
another
wasn't
source.
Vice News.
Okay.
So we need to find the other source that Vice was quoting.
Yeah, they do articles on shit.
To be fair, I just showed you the tweet. I didn't say anything else after that. I
No.
just
your
looked-
exact words were,
That's-
"Do you like Vice News?" Like, well, yeah.
Okay, well then
you shouldn't.
Well, then I was wrong for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Calm
That's
down.
what I was like, and I tried to tell you. Then last night when you said it, and you're like, "No," and I was like, "Okay."
To be fair, everybody was drunk, so
Yeah,
That does not
we
help
all
the
were
situation
pretty
at all.
fucking drunk.
I wasn't drunk enough to know that it was wrong.
That's
Anyway,
fair.
No, but I think there are actually. I think that's what Vice was reporting on, that there are certain people trying to now normalize pedophilia.
oh, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But like, why
People
is
will
that-
normalize anything they can.
But like, why? Like,
I don't know how.
People are fucking goofy. man.
We have good moral compasses. They do not.
it's just like I don't understand why like why those people even have a voice that hasn't already been like shot down. You know what I mean? Because it's like the fact that Vice tweeted tweeted this out is like that's still giving them a voice. That's still giving them power that they don't need.
Well, they could be using that quote to get. It's like attention grabber, so that people would then view the article.
Clickbait, bro.
Yeah.
I understand that,
I
but
see-
no,
yeah,
there's
why
no
are they
publicity
why
that's
are they
bad
reporting-
publicity.
Why are they reporting on it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it just gives them publicity.
Because Vice reports on everything.
Yeah.
But like, there are certain things that we should just ignore as a society, and that is one of those things.
I don't know. Because then you have to be aware that, hey, people are trying to normalize pedophilia out here.
But I'm saying like, my thing is like,
I understand what you're getting at. You don't want to.
yeah, it's like, why would you give them a platform? Like, why would you use your platform to give them shine? Even though it's bad shine, it's still a form of publicity.
Yeah.
So either way, there's going to be someone out there who's going to be like, oh, I didn't know there were people out there like me. Let's go join them. And that can be just as detrimental as them having their own voice.
You're kind of putting that thought in people's heads.
Yeah,
kinda.
exactly.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
It's not okay. That's why.
Absolutely
That's
not.
why maybe Vice isn't such a good place to. I'm just playing. I don't follow Vice's like.
They're amazing.
yeah, they do a lot of really good articles on everything.
Everything.
One of my favorite stories ever was about this fucking British debt collector. I can't talk.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that one dude.
That dude was. Dude was awesome.
But so Larry had the opportunity to write a letter. I guess trying to defend himself, or I don't know why he had the right to why he got to do this, but fair treatment and all whatnot. He basically said there are no words that can describe the depth and breadth of how sorry I am for what has occurred.
Sorry.
An acceptable apology to all of you is impossible to write and convey. I will carry your words with me for the rest of my days. I was a good doctor because my treatments worked, and those patients that are now speaking out are the same ones that praised and came back over and over. The media convinced them that everything I did was wrong and bad. They feel I broke their trust. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And then the judge said, this letter tells me you don't get it, and she just tossed it dismissively.
Good.
He
That joke is
tried.
bad.
Wow. That's.
And then she said, I wouldn't send my dogs to you, sir.
Oh!
This judge is fired.
What else
bro.
did she say to him? I just wrote your death sentence or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So she said earlier, it's in this article. I can find it real quick.
Oh,
I just signed your death warrant.
Yeah, it said, I just signed your death warrant. I find that you don't get it, that you're a danger, that you remain a danger.
What is this judge's name? Because we're gonna put it in the Flash Clear Hall of Fame, right next to Big Panty.
Right next to Big Panties.
Rosemary Aquilina.
Oh, God bless that woman.
She was tearing him apart, bro.
Good.
But
If only Big Panty was still alive to tear him apart.
Big Panties.
Rest in power.
But so this Ally Reisman chick, shouldn't say chick, I say woman. That's sorry. This Ally Reisman woman, in her speech, like I said, she turned to all these different companies that were at fault because it's not. I mean, it is him, but it's not just him, right? And she attacked the CEO of the USA Gymnastics, I guess company or whatever. She said that her name is Carrie Perry. Came to listen to the courageous women and said their powerful voices leave an indelible imprint on me and will impact my decision as president and CEO every day. And she said, "This sounds great, Miss Perry, but at this point, talk is cheap. You left midway through the day, and no one has heard from you or the board." She put them on blast.
Good. Damn.
I'm telling you, this chick, her speech was fire. Like, she was spitting bars. Like, it was bad.
Part of it was in verse.
Like, it was, oh my God.
She had the flat cap of straight disrespect on her.
Like, she needs to go in the Classic Urban Hall of Fame, too, because, like,
Yeah.
I swear
What's
to
her
you,
name?
bro, when you read the whole thing, it's crazy. Her name is Allie Reisman.
Allie Reisman. We need to make a little shrine to everyone. We'll have one item from all of them.
Rosemary Aquafina.
We'll have a little gaffle for her.
Shout out to Judge Aquafina.
Yeah. We'll have a little.
Aquilina.
Aquafina.
We'll have the mic that one chick dropped, and then we'll have a Jolly Rancher for big panties in that little shrine.
Jolly Rancher. He used to leave him in their belly button. What?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But there's I'm really interested to see what else happens with this.
Nothing.
Oh, he's gonna go to
No,
jail.
but I'm saying, like, I'm really interested to see, like,
The impact.
yeah, like, what is this going to do to USA Gymnastics? Like, is anything really going to change this? Because, like, at this point, it's like the problem's gone, so they think it's just like a quick fix.
What was Harrison Ford's name again?
Larry Nasser.
Larry Nasser.
Jesus.
I think
Christ.
the-
Oh, he looks like a pedo. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
He's-
Who? Harrison Ford?
no,
No,
Larry.
Larry Nasser. Wow.
Bro, you can't just be calling Harrison Ford a pedophile.
I mean, you can, but
No.
He had a spouse up until last year.
Yeah. So,
well, I can tell you from this story that I just found right here. The only thing that will stop pedophiles, sexual predators, is speaking out, because, like, you yourself, the authorities, because high school there's the headline of this article from Daily Beast. High school coach ignored boy screams as teammates raped him, lawsuit claims. And I read it a couple days ago, but I'm going through it again. Three members of the basketball team in a town, Lavernia, Texas,
yep.
were going around sexually assaulting a lot of their teammates over the course of 2 years. One guy, John Doe, they're calling him, was sexually assaulted more than 30 times between October 2016 and February 2017.
That's a lot.
And then, you keep reading, they did it to like 10 other guys on the team, and like in between their little sessions, they're like, "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you."
Just a quick update on the dad who attacked Larry Nasser.
That's the other thing I was getting ready to get to.
Yeah. He, they had a GoFundMe for his defense because I guess, he was charged with.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
absurd.
Well,
attempted assault.
he's donating $31,000 of it to an online sexual assault victims.
Yeah.
And
God.
Good.
pretty
Thank
sure he ended up not being convicted of anything.
I would hope
Good.
not.
Yeah.
Bro, they need to give him an award too. Like,
Shout out to that dude. He's my brother. Both in the same union.
but like, I mean, you can't blame him for what he did.
Absolutely
Like,
not.
there's no way.
Absolutely not.
Like, I'm surprised more dads didn't do that. You mean 250 women went through this and not one of them dads besides him was like, "Oh, I'm gonna."
You know,
Bruh.
I'm
Bruh.
surprised. You know, I'm surprised it didn't happen. This happened back in like the 80s. Actually, there's footage of it. This karate teacher was molesting his students, and he fled the authorities. But when they caught him, they brought him back to the town. One of the dads was waiting there for him at the airport, and he like just hid in the crowd, acted like he was on the telephone. Turned around, and just shot him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Surprised
Justice.
Yeah. I mean,
damn.
yeah.
Justice.
I wouldn't even shot. I would have shot him like.
Justified murder.
Yeah. There you go.
So
There's a lot of times you can kill him.
Bro, I was so hoping that judge would be like, sure. Like, I'm telling you, like, he's like 5 minutes, and I would, if I was at him, I'm like,
Was that Aquafina that said no?
I don't know.
I think it was a man.
She just
I
looked,
think so.
She just looks at the guy. Normally that's cruel and unusual punishment, but for Harry Potter right here, no.
We're just gonna butcher this man's name all day.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Harrison Ford.
But yeah, like,
Harry Styles.
bro, like, if you saw the video, he jumped that thing quick, bro.
Yeah.
He was like 5 minutes. He knew he was gonna say yes, so he was just like, go for it. Like, it was so real.
So was he like, was he raping him or was he feeling him up?
Doesn't matter.
He
No,
was,
like I just want to like
I'm
I don't know.
sorry.
I just want
I
to
don't
know.
know why I
I don't
do
know
you
why.
want me
I
to
wanna
read
know.
what Ali Reisman said that he did specifically, like details?
Sure.
Okay, I gotta find. Give me a second.
give me the dirty deets.
Stall so I can find it. In the
Okay,
longest
so
thing.
once upon a time,
There's a man named Harrison
CBS used to play bird songs or
Mhm.
birds chirping
Yeah.
in the background of their golf broadcast to get rid of the awkward silence. And then one day they got caught by someone watching at home who knew the bird songs belonged to birds that didn't live in the region in which the golf tournament was being played.
Ford. Oh, you want to hear about my shitty week? This is gonna take like
Your,
5 minutes.
your shitty week?
my shitty
Literally
fucking week.
Shitty.
shitty.
Shitty fucking week, Cody.
I'm shitty.
Yeah,
Like
shitty.
Shit is involved at one point.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we couldn't start the podcast on Sunday, no, it's important to the story, actually. So, because I didn't want to do it that day. I wanted to do it Monday. All right?
That's the whole
wrong,
reason we
yeah,
didn't
wrong
do it.
point, wrong move on my part, because I found out the next day that, well, I began classes for my apprenticeship people. And then after the classes, I had to stay behind an extra 6 hours. All in all, 15 hours in the building I was in. That sucked.
Yeah.
Had to go back, do the same thing the next day. Mind you, the first day, Monday, I didn't have any sleep because I thought I would just get the fuck out of there. Nope. Tuesday, had to go back. But at work, I had to go use the restroom. We have porta potties on the job site. There was no toilet paper in these toilet potties. Porta potties. God damn it, I can't
Toilet
talk.
potties.
Toilet potties. So I had to use scraps from my tank top. Yeah. I had to tear off pieces of my tank top, my wife beater, and use that.
Bro, you are so fucking dumb.
Why?
Why did you choose to squat after you realized there was no toilet
No,
paper?
no, there wasn't.
squatted first.
There wasn't. I didn't do that. I shat and then I realized there was no toilet paper.
You never check. You don't check first,
Dude, I really had to go.
Bro, I check first all the time. If there's no toilet paper, I'm like,
Cody, that was not available in the situation.
oh, it's always
I was
available.
about to shit my pants.
Yeah, because you were. Well, I mean, fuck, you don't have a shirt now, so.
What? No, it was my tank top. Like,
do
my,
you still wear? Do you still have it?
yeah, because I only tore off like little strips, just enough to. Yeah.
You need some milk.
Yeah.
Fuck,
No, that was
man.
fucked up.
You wiped your ass with a wife beater.
Yeah, essentially.
The
And
wife
then-
beater you wore for the rest of the day too.
No, I tore off little strips.
I just think that's
like
hilarious.
toilet paper sized.
Like I just think that's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling it to make you laugh. Telling the story. God damn, I cannot talk, people. I cannot talk.
This man.
Anyway, so then Wednesday,
Savage.
and for those of you who fucking follow me on Snapchat, this was especially insulting. Just
Nobody follows you on
after
Snapchat.
work, I'm laying on my bed, just on my phone, because I'm tired, my feet hurt, all that good shit. My grandmother comes in. She thinks I'm in my bathroom. She doesn't recognize me on my bed. She thought I was a pile of clothes.
So what did she do?
No, that's the joke. Well, first of all, she like looks at my bathroom, like right by the threshold of the door into my room,
Right.
which is stupid because my bathroom's on the other side. And
Right.
now I understand why I can never fucking hear her when I'm in the bathroom and she's just yelling at me. She looks there, goes, "You oughta go," and then I scare the shit out of her because I'm like, I'm right here.
That's fried.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Brandon, you found the quote yet?
That's what made you shitty?
No.
Yeah.
You were shitty because your grandma couldn't see you?
Yeah, she literally looked at me like saying, "No, me, I'm sorry, George. I thought you were clothes."
That upset you?
Yeah,
Wow.
dude.
You're easily upset.
Yes, I am. Not to, okay, dude.
I would have laughed. It's funny. It's not upsetting.
Oh, it's still funny, but it's still kind of like, really? What the fuck?
She's old!
I know she's old.
What the fuck?
My legs were hanging off my bed.
Have you seen the video of the guy? Like, they're telling him how old he actually is. They're like, hey, how old are you today? He's like, 70 something. They're like, no. It's like 80? No. And he kept going up.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually 89.
Mm.
And he finds that, and they're like, yeah, you're 89 today. He's like, fuck. He just starts going off. He's like, God damn.
I forget.
That means
how old
next
I
year I'm
am.
going to be 90. I was born in 1929 or something like that.
Are you still playing that tap game?
No, I'm not.
Are you serious right now?
is.
I put it away.
Hey, I'm not even looking at it. I'm just,
I put that shit away, asshole.
Oh my God.
Put it away, Phil. Cody, don't you dare.
I'm on Reddit, fucker. Looking
on
up
Reddit,
stories.
I'm looking up stories too.
He's looking up
Dickhead.
stories.
Okay, so I don't think she went into like,
Extreme detail, which she
Yeah.
needn't. She needn't.
but I know there's enough.
I just want to know if this committee knew about him fucking these Olympians. These
he
little
wasn't
girls?
okay. So like he
or
wasn't.
was he groping them?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't like putting his dick inside. That wasn't what happening.
Okay,
So they would do-
if he was groping them.
It's not groping either.
He was fingering them.
Yeah,
He was giving the Aziz Ansari the claw.
yeah, but not in their throat.
Jesus Christ.
He was fingering them.
Yes, because okay, just let me.
Well, no, my whole reason for asking was like I could probably see this committee being full of a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers and be like, "That's just his job. He has to touch you."
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in there.
Yeah,
Just-
well, and that, yeah. That,
So like she basically said, lying on my stomach with you on my bed, insisting that your inappropriate touch would help to heal my pain. The reality is you caused me a great deal of physical, mental, and emotional pain. You never healed me. You took advantage of your passions and your dreams. You made me uncomfortable. I thought you were weird, but I felt guilty because you were a doctor. So I assumed I was the problem for thinking badly of you. I wouldn't allow myself to believe that the problem was you. From the time we were little, we are taught to trust doctors. You are so sick. I can't even comprehend how angry I feel when I think of you. You lied to me and manipulated me to think that when you treated me, you were closing your eyes because you had been working hard, when you really were touching me, an innocent child, to please yourself. Imagine feeling like you have no power and no voice. Well, you know what, Larry? I have both power and voice, and I'm only beginning to just use them. So that's
God
kind of the
bless
part where
this woman.
I was never taught to trust a doctor. Doctors always scared me.
when you're an athlete, you are.
Yeah.
Shit, even then, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
When you're an athlete, it's like they're the only ones who can really help you if you're injured, so they're the ones who can get you quicker back into what you love doing. So that's
Yeah.
why they're taught to trust them.
I've had a hernia for 3 years because I don't trust doctors. I don't trust a doctor to cut that close to my balls.
Oh, by the way,
Mm-mm.
so last time I went to the doctor, I asked her to check if I have a hernia. I'm pretty convinced that I do. She said I don't.
Well, there you go.
Dude, like she checked like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they are.
I told her it's like right here by my groin.
Well,
I mean, she's a doctor. I'm sure she knows what she's doing.
I mean, the last time I had a physical, the way they checked for
hernias, balls.
no, that's how it normally was. Here, Brandon, look. This is what he did to me. Mind you, this situation was so awkward.
Yeah.
I get there, waiting room, paperwork, sitting, bullshit, typical shit. Probably some old dude off in the corner.
Yeah.
Maybe a baby crying here or there. I don't know. They finally get me in. They do like the basic shit in that one room off away from all the other rooms, the height,
Yeah.
blood pressure.
Yeah.
How tall are you? I think I'm 6 foot. You're not 6 foot. Okay, thank you. Fuck off. How much do you weigh? Well, I thought, 150. Well, you're 165 now. Great. So I'm short and fat now. That's awesome.
Welcome to my club.
Thanks, lady. Okay, I'm taking you to this room. All right. Here's this. What is this? You got to put this on. And I was like, I got to take my clothes off. She was like, yeah. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So she leaves. And it's a goddamn, okay, so 28 Days Later type deal, right?
Yeah.
You seen that movie, right?
Yeah.
They hosed you off, yeah.
No, so you know how dude had the medical robe on?
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was paper.
Yep.
And when this lady handed me this thing, it's just this little square. And I'm looking at it like, what the fuck? I gotta tie it around my waist. This is gonna be like a fucking loincloth or something. I gotta stand up on the medical beds, all squatted over, with my hands out, waiting for the doctor to come in. Oh. And then, I realized, I was like, oh, you can, like, unravel it. So I'm, like, doing this whole ordeal with my thumbs and fingers, like,
Reverse origami.
vigorously rubbing it. And I get it all done. I fucking take my clothes off. I'm all sad and shit. Fucking sitting there.
Short, fat, and naked.
Bro, I was, short, fat, and naked, alone in the fucking doctor's room. And my phone's on, like, fucking 5%.
Oh, you're having a terrible day.
Bro, I'm sitting there and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. I swear to God, bro, it took him like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And eventually the lady that told me to go in the room comes in and she's like, oh. And I'm like, naked with this fucking paper thing over me. She's like, did he not check on you yet? And I was like, no. She's like, oh, okay. So she walks away and then the doctor finally comes in.
Does he say anything about him being late at all, or?
No, not at all.
That's some
no
weird shit right there.
No, he comes in. He talks shit about my tattoo when he walked in. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, geez, what happened there?" And I was like, fuck you." And I was like, "Just don't even worry about it." And he was like, "Okay." And then he's doing all this weird shit, like lifting my arm, like, okay, like, okay. And I was just like, all right, whatever. And then he's like, all right, I got to check for the hernia. And I was like, yep, here we go. No. So he's like, all right, lay down. And I was like, what? So I lay down on my back, and he just, like, pressed on my stomach a couple times.
Yeah, that's what the chick did to me.
He just kind of went, like, did that.
Which is weird in itself.
But
still.
it wasn't even like a press. He just kind of, like, it was like he was.
It's kind of like a cat.
He was
Yeah.
probing.
So, like, why did
No,
it
it was like a cat when the cats make biscuits.
Yeah.
Isn't it they used to,
Yeah.
like, touch, like, right next to your testicles or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
he
why,
just,
what I was expecting.
just kind of, like,
Yeah.
moved my stomach around like it was dough. Like,
I always thought it was like look left and cough or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would touch, like...
The reason
Your
you're
balls.
supposed to do that is because if
Make your
there's
balls move.
well, if
No,
there's a
hole,
hernia.
there's a hole, like, where in your
Yeah.
pelvic area where, like, it's next to your nutsack, so they have to, like, scoot that over, and then they, like, touch this hole, and if you cough, it pushes your organs through it. And that's
Well,
how you know if you have a hernia or
They
not.
hold the sack because
yeah.
if there's something that has fallen down, it would wiggle around when you cough.
You have a third nut?
No, it's not that big yet. Thank Jesus. I haven't had anything fall through. That I know of. That I know of yet. Why is this so funny to you? This is scary.
Yeah, I know.
My intestines could be going into my nuts. And then my intestines could die, and then I would have to have surgery, and I'd
Then
have
you
to
have to
pig
have a bag.
I'd have to I would not be having a shit bag. Fuck you. I'll never be on a shit bag. I don't give a fuck. Someone could shoot me. I'm not getting on a shit bag, bitch. Anyway,
You wouldn't even need a colonoscopy.
I just have to have like a fucking pig intestine replace my dead intestine because it's sat around in my nut sack for so long.
Oh, you might want to get that looked at.
I did.
Oh,
They just didn't fix it.
your life is so great.
What'd they do to fix it?
They didn't.
Oh, I thought you said you had it
No,
looked at.
I had it looked at. That's how I know I have it.
Oh, he told you he had one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, think that's a hernia. And I was like, yeah, you don't say. I don't think it's supposed to hurt there. And he's like, He's like, we're going to have to know for sure. And I was like, why? Don't you know? And he's like, well, yeah, but we got to do an ultrasound. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm not pregnant.
That's not just for pregnant.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah, it is.
that's what he explained to me. He's like, it's not like that. And I was like, well, no shit. But and then I never went back for the ultrasound because I was like,
put the stuff on your nuts and start looking
yeah,
around.
see, that's when he said ultrasound, it made me super uncomfortable. I was imagining I'd have to go in there, they'd have to shave my fucking pubes and like oil me up and fucking like rub that fucking thing on me.
Just put a vat of, like, gel down. You just, like, teabag into
yeah,
a second
yeah,
of the vat.
Nah, see, that's when they said ultrasound, I was like, that is too uncomfortable for me. Like,
Oh, Jesus, God.
like
that was funny.
I
Gotta
just
have that
imagine
wand up
some
against your
poor
nuts.
like fucking like nurse or like nurse in training like in college, and they're doing this shit to like get experience, just has to shave my fucking pubes for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then she's got to like slather on the jelly. And then the doctor just comes in, like jabs it a couple times with the fucking ultrasound thing, like, rubs it. And then he leaves. You know what I'm saying?
God.
That poor nurse had to fucking slather me up like a fucking Christmas pig.
Do you make small talk during that? That'd be my
Bro,
concern.
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. It was
Yeah,
uncomfortable. It's
That'd be the
uncomfortable
worst
enough.
part. That'd be the worst part. You watch any sports? No.
Oh, jeez.
My question would be like, at least I'm not the hairiest one you've had. They would just be. This lady would just be like, "Motherfucker,
Damn it.
like,
So you got to be really careful in that situation because, like, real quick, you could have no balls.
Right.
So
And also, if they did the ultrasound, they're like, "Yep, it's for sure a fucking hernia."
You'd have to.
Then I would have to get it removed. And I don't trust doctors enough to cut that close to my balls, so I'm just gonna deal with it.
I mean, I've been through 15 surgeries. They ain't gonna kill you.
Was it by your balls?
This one was. I had one on my knee. It's close enough.
Was it by your ball? No. You know what I heard?
I
Your
know,
hernias,
I'm
motherfucker.
Calm down.
You
calm down.
do you trust a doctor
Calm down.
getting that close to your nuts with a scalpel?
I mean, the doctor that did all my surgeries, yeah, I would. If I had some problem that he could fix, I would trust him to do it.
Fuck that.
see, I thought they just shoved it back in and sewed it shut.
Yeah, they have to cut it open first, goofball.
Cut your stomach
Yeah.
open, Phil.
They cut your stomach open, not your nuts.
It's right here. It's in my groin.
They cut. It's in your stomach bag.
No.
Your stomach
My
bag.
abdominal wall.
Yeah.
Which the reason it's falling through is because your abdominal wall, where it meets your thigh, it's like a seam. It's like a seam on a goddamn.
It's a seam. We all know
Like
what
on a
seam
couch.
Yeah,
I just know Katie's grandma just had to have one done.
yeah. Women, it typically happens in their belly button.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah,
is. My foreman had that.
Hernia
In his
started
belly
falling
button?
out their
Yeah.
belly button.
yeah. It's in women, it's more common in the belly button. In men, it's more common in your groin.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, women don't have a fucking bag hanging off of them with that is like an extra seam. Nutsack.
So,
Scrotum.
back to Larry Nasser after all of that. There's
How
one
did
more.
I get to that?
I have no idea.
Oh, my distrust of doctors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other crazy thing in the story is that apparently, I'll just read this part because this is now this is still Ali Reisman's speech and her like blaming who she feels is that the issue anyway. She says now is the time to acknowledge that every person who sits before us now who perpetrated the worst epidemic of sexual abuse in the history of sports, who's going to be locked up for a long, long time. This monster was also the architect of policies and procedures that are supposed to protect athletes from sexual abuse for both USA Gymnastics and the USOC. I have no idea what that is, but basically he was one who's made policies to protect them from these things.
Wait. Harry
Right.
Potter was?
Yeah, yes.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So he was.
It's like using a wolf as a shepherd. Like, what the hell are you doing?
But like the people who put him in that position, they knew.
They knew about it all.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, because they had complaints already.
exactly. And she goes on to talk about these different complaints and the women that like she gives like specific names and things like that. But like apparently the MSU coaching and sports administration staff, they had their people complain about it because he did more than just gymnastics. But but they basically said if you have to go to him. Like he has to treat you. Now, in my logical brain, that's normal from what I can understand.
Your everyday logic, yeah.
Yeah. If someone says they're uncomfortable with someone being their doctor, that usually means they need to go get another
Yeah.
doctor.
And there's something wrong.
Exactly. But no one around him, no one who worked with him, no one who knew about these complaints put that together. No one. Now, listen, I understand people are stupid. I
I
get
probably chose not to.
Exactly. That's my point. I know people are stupid and they like whatever, but this is like basic everyday human logic. Like it shouldn't be that hard.
I just read an article and it was really funny.
Would you like to share with the group?
I don't know. Are you done? I don't want to interrupt. I'll let you finish.
I mean, that's all I was saying. I was just making
Please.
the point that
Proceed.
that makes no like common sense in any level of stupidity whatsoever. That this man can have multiple complaints put on him and nobody does anything about it.
Yeah. Like I said, you have to go to the fucking authorities, like the goddamn police.
Well, this is what started it because someone
Yeah.
finally did.
Exactly.
But like they went to
like that story.
like they went to MSU's campus police who like I don't know how MSU works, but like IUPUI, those police officers on our campus work for the Indianapolis Police Department. So I don't know if MSU's the same way, but
Yeah. It's like the same thing that I was talking about with that one story, like in Lavernia, Texas.
yeah.
They didn't come out till one of the guys went to the authorities and said, "Hey, this has been happening to me."
Yeah.
So any victims of sexual assault, I know it's hard. You don't want to hear me talk about it, but go out there,
Yeah, I'm not saying like these people are like wrong for not, but I'm saying like some of them went to the right people.
Yeah.
And those people just didn't protect them like their job is to do.
Which must be fucking horrible.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Anyway, Cody, can you tell us about the story? I think we're done now.
Phil, did you want to say something?
The Titanic. You know.
Yeah.
No.
One of your French girls.
What's the Titanic,
Also,
Cody?
the big ship hit an iceberg.
I
People are
know, I'm
stupid.
just
There you go.
joking.
Just kidding. Didn't hit an iceberg.
What?
Titanic didn't sink. Didn't hit an iceberg.
That's why they made the second one.
He's made his conspiracy
It
theories.
was the sister ship.
No, I'm getting to that actually. The sister ship it had
Yeah.
was called the Olympic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, pause on the little thing for a second. I like how, Titanic is like revered as like a great love story, but everyone always likes to forget the fact that that bitch had a fiance.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Yeah, that's true.
Yes!
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Everyone's
the movie
always
in
like,
years.
it's so beautiful.
I
She's
forgot
a
about
cheating whore. I'm just saying. What the fuck? Shit, her fiance was on the ship with her.
Whoa.
Wow. Some fucking whore.
Bro, the way you said that was with such venom and just like
It's
pure
just because I never
whore.
put it together because I watched it when I was like a fucking kid. I was just like,
Yeah.
they're in love. I get older and I see some things, whatever. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait a goddamn minute. She had a fucking fiance.
You know what else is fucked
There is
up?
nothing romantic about that.
She could have easily saved his ass when he was in the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can we just not talk about
Okay,
that?
okay. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No. That's why we have man spreading. She lady spread and killed that dude. That fucking bitch.
Get off the bed. I need all of it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Gee.
I just wanted to point that out because ain't no whore getting no love from me. Whore.
Some fucking whore.
Okay, go on with this Titanic story that you were.
So the Titanic had an older sister ship called Olympic, which became the only civilian ship to sink an enemy warship during World War I. Want to know how it did it?
It ran into it.
Yes. Yes. It turned around and rammed a German submarine that was attempting to attack it. The sub was gashed open by the propeller.
That's fire.
Wow.
Fire.
The Titanic's good for one thing, running into shit and creating whores. What, too far?
No.
Okay.
It was just like you had your point. It was good.
It was the
and
non-sweat.
and then it was just like whores. Like it was just out the middle of nowhere.
It's the non sequitur.
All I'm saying is this bitch had a whole fiance. You know what that tells me?
No.
That's what I was going to say.
Don't make fun of the goddamn lingo. Anyway,
That's how my
this
dad
bitch
talks,
had a
it's
whole
fine.
fiance, right? So you know what that tells me? That tells me that she dated that dude. They probably were together for a decent amount of time, right? And then he proposed to her. She knows this man for a few fucking hours says, fuck my fiance, I'm gonna get booty ass naked and you're gonna draw me, and then we're gonna fuck in a car.
You're yelling. I need you to stop yelling so loud.
Don't stop yelling. Keep yelling.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
What do people find romantic about that movie?
And then she tried to escape with the other dude, not her fiance.
yeah!
This bitch is thinking like international water laws apply to love. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Different zip code, sir. I'm just playing.
All I know.
Hannah, I was totally joking. Sorry.
Shut up.
He's not
She's
joking.
not, she
He's
probably
not
hasn't
joking.
listened this far.
She doesn't listen to it at all. It's fine.
I just really wanted to get that off my chest now that
No, but it is interesting because, like, why do people think it's a love story?
Because it is.
because
No, it's-
whores
no, it's
will be
not.
whores.
Because no, you know what I thought? Because if the roles were reversed, he'd be a dog of a man.
Exactly.
Be a dog of a man.
Hey, quick question. Should we announce our little fitness thing?
It'd still be a love story.
Not yet.
All right.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
It's
because
a cheating horse
Pretty sure
story.
that's the Notebook.
It's a lust story.
I don't remember the Notebook, bro.
I've never seen the Notebook.
I'm gonna get on Photoshop when I get home, and I'm gonna make a new Titanic poster. Brilliantly,
Titanic.
brilliantly
Whores will be
disgusting.
whores.
No, Titanic whore. There you go.
No, like you know how I had like little quotes of like all the awards
Yeah.
it won, like
Wait a minute.
best whores performance.
Wait a minute. A lot of love stories. When you think about it, movies, a lot of them are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a chick has some dude that she's dating, and she
She
has her
doesn't-
planned life, and then she meets some random guy who's just a happy, dude who just lives freely, no rigid schedule.
No, see, look, other love stories is cool, right? She leaves him, like they break up, whatever the what.
I guess this one just happened because it happened so fast, like a couple hours.
Bitch knew him for a few hours,
Yeah.
and the man was there.
That is
He died
I forget.
alone.
I mean, so did
Alone!
Leo died alone too. Because
No,
she
he
killed
had
him.
company, just not
No,
enough to
she
keep
killed
warm.
him. Yeah, she killed
Not
him.
enough
Like,
to keep him warm.
but she a cold bitch, bro.
Actually, so about
Didn't she still take the diamond at the end?
no, she threw that bitch.
Did she? Oh,
No. The whole thing's a flashback, George. It starts out she's old.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
she threw
the
it when she was
movie.
old.
This whole thing is her recounting the tale.
But she did take it in the end, didn't she?
I don't know.
I thought she threw it at the end.
Who knows?
I don't remember. All I know
If
is
she
she's
did,
a whore.
if she didn't, she's dumb as hell. But
If she did throw it, then I want her to at least say yeet.
oh my god,
Yeet.
can we kick him off the podcast now? Like,
So you should have said yeet when you did that.
Fuck out of here.
No.
Anyway.
that's an interesting point, Cody. I'm glad you.
So no,
shared
that's
that.
actually a thing. Some engineers did a study of female pornography.
Where are you
Oh,
going with this?
no, you'll see where I'm going with this. But that's a common theme. They find a man who to kind of sort of tame. There's a common theme throughout, like female
Tame?
smut. Yeah, like it's
That's not.
always
That's not just in female pornography. You realize that? That's like everyday life.
No, pornographic. It's just a never mind.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's the idea that
Yeah,
a
I
good
know.
girl wants to control a dude who's a bad boy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just everyday life.
So it's just
That's corny.
You don't like that?
No, I remember this one bitch was telling me she could fix my problems for me, and I was like,
Whoa. Whoa.
Actually, that shit made me so mad. She was like, because she was like, why don't you want to be with me? And I was like, because I don't want to date right now. This was prior girlfriend right now.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Or whatever. And she was like, why don't you want, you do? And I was like, I just don't want to date. Like, it's just a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
That's
trying
fair.
to. And I told her, like, straight, like, from the very beginning, like, look, I'm just be straight. Like, fucking, that's it. She was like, well, it's cool, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, this will work out. And then later on, why don't you want to be with me? And I was like, because I don't want to. I don't want to. And
Totally fair.
And then she tried to give me like, it's because you're broken and I can fix you. And I was just, and she's like, I understand you had bad past, but let me fix you. And I was like,
No.
I just looked at it. I was like, you don't know me. We just fuck.
I feel like it wouldn't be as weird if she didn't like make it like about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I was just like, and it made me mad. I was like, you can fix me. No, you're not going to fix any of my problems. If anything, you're going to give me more later on down the road.
and she did.
No, I stopped talking to her.
No, never mind. Then. I thought we were
But-
talking about that. Never mind.
No. I stopped talking to her, and then probably 6 months later, I got a random Snapchat message. Do you miss me or something like that? I didn't know who it was from, so I just ignored it and deleted
yeah,
it.
you did.
A couple days
Good
later, I
call.
realized who it was.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't miss you, so.
Quick thing I remembered about that study: they found that the 5 most used type of man in those stories were werewolves, vampires, surgeons, businessmen, and what else? Pirates.
Yarg. Yarg, lady.
Okay, but like
I went to
this-
your booty.
that idea, that theory goes farther than just like how bad or good you are. Like it also goes to like the way you're raised, because like the saying opposite.
I didn't want to talk about this. I just wanted to point it out.
I know, but I'm saying it's an interesting conversation because
You know
it's
what I
like,
want to point out that's disgusting? The fuck is up
Rose
with
is
this
a whore?
brother-sister porn thing?
Oh, what the fuck?
huh?
You never noticed that in porn? There's always the title is like Dad's Out of Town and Brother Fucks Sister or something like that.
Yeah.
Usually stepsister.
Yeah, Tom Segura has a joke about it.
It's either, well, I've been seeing a lot of just brother-sister, and it's or mother-son
oh, what
or dad and daughter.
are you looking up?
Nothing, bro. No, this is like what's on the main page, right? Yeah, this would just be on the main page, and I'll just look at it like, why?
I think more often than not, if you probably watch it, it's probably not actually like
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
just, and it's
the titles. Yeah.
it's just the title throws me off. Like if I want to, if I want some big booty porn, it'll be like daughter with fat ass sucks dad's dick, and I'll be like, I can't watch that. I was like, girl in the video got a fat ass, but I don't want to see that. I know it's not real. It's just the idea.
It's like that one episode of Rick and Morty. Remember when they go to that wishing well? And that one Morty, which is the incest porn, was more acceptable. You don't remember that shit?
No.
Can we get back to our
That joke-
normal
that-
Is that
conversation?
the Morty University
Like,
one?
Yeah.
Can we-
I didn't watch that one.
Can we,
yet.
we're out here. Can we bring it back into like reality for a
okay,
minute?
let's go
This
back
is
and-
reality.
Let's-
This is the reality.
The reality-
The reality is people like brother sister porn.
The reality of incest porn, yeah?
No, okay.
or
So the
mom
point I
and
was
son
going
porn.
to make.
There's a group of people out there that are trying to normalize incest.
You cut me off.
You're not
Cody.
going to stop them?
You cut me off, Cody.
Will you not stand with us in our fight?
That's not a fight. That's
Again,
just
fucking
like that's a waste of
incest porn.
time. But like the idea that opposite attracts, because you take two people from like their different worlds, they're probably going to get along better than two people who think the same way, because like the perspective is different. They can have better conversations and connect on a different level than people who come from the exact same place.
Yeah, that is one of the things of opposites. You remember the big 5 personality traits I talked about? Openness, conscientiousness, all that shit.
Yeah.
That's why oftentimes they complement each other. The conscientious person will clean up the person low in conscientiousness. The openness will bring some artwork into their life, shit like that.
I just don't like the idea of some bitch telling me she can fix me.
No, that's just creepy.
Yeah, that's creepy. But I'm saying like there's like it's
You're
not
okay.
that it's not her trying to fix you. It's her trying to show you.
I
like,
got what she was saying.
Yeah,
It was
but it's just
like,
a weird way to do
Excuse me?
Little do you know, she's an organic mechanic.
But shut up, I hate you. But but the flip side of that is sometimes that can be a lot harder, because it's someone who you constantly aren't going to agree with.
Yeah, no, that's why you don't want to go to extreme ends, but like just a little.
But I'm just saying, like,
Like I wouldn't ever date a conservative racist.
well, that's
No, that's an extreme end.
I guess that's for you, because
Yeah.
never mind. I'm just
well,
for
I
me,
guess
that-
I'm not a fucking like extreme
Cody's a goddamn
liberal.
snowflake.
Yeah, I was gonna say I guess I'm not an extreme liberal, but point stands, would not date one.
But I like.
I'd fuck one just to say I did it
No.
for the culture.
Oh
What
God,
culture?
For the culture.
What culture?
For the culture.
What culture?
For the culture.
no, I'm not high fiving that.
You would really? You wouldn't fuck a racist brains out for the culture?
No,
Why?
what?
He has a girlfriend.
It's not even. No.
Assuming that's not a factor.
It's not even about that. It's like, why would I give a racist pleasure?
Oh no, I'm not talking about pleasure. I'm talking about you.
Bitch. Okay,
Not rape.
That's
I don't
not
like.
rape.
I don't like.
See, but in Brandon's case, once you go black, you never go back, so he wins either way.
Again, none of this is what I'm talking.
You should do it for your ancestors.
No.
Why? That's
Howdy,
what they always
no.
said. Do it for your ancestors.
That's what who would say?
Zay says it all the time.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Because you know why
God
she's
bless
racist.
Savior.
You know why she's racist.
Because her parents started to be racist.
Exactly. You know why? You know why you would fuck her
Because I wouldn't.
to get
right
back at
their wrongs.
at her racist
No.
daddy.
Yeah.
How you like me now, motherfucker?
Bro.
You're gonna right
no.
their wrongs, Brandon.
No. Absolutely
How
not.
you like me now, Jimmy Bob?
See, I'm not as like. This is gonna make me sound like a loser, but I'm not as like just woefully throwing sex out as you
Neither
would like
am
to.
I'm not either. I'm just saying I would do that.
But like, I'm like, there's things that like when you say stuff like that, I know I wouldn't do it because that's not the kind of dude I am.
Look, you're missing what I'm asking you.
No, you're
I'm not-
asking
I'm
me would
not
I do
asking
it, and
you
I'm
to
saying
go
I wouldn't.
walk around slanging dick.
I know that,
saying
but I'm saying like,
if the opportunity present itself
no,
way before Hannah,
no,
why?
because I just
For the
don't.
fucking culture.
No, because I just like, I just don't just want to go have sex with random people that I don't know.
Neither do I.
But you're saying that.
But
like,
I'm defiling a racist man's daughter, and that feels good.
So the answer is no. Brandon wouldn't do it.
Would you do it?
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely.
You're defiling a racist man's daughter.
Exactly.
It's-
I would mush her face into the pillows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stop.
Phil, what
Stop.
about you?
See, I don't know how that works because I'm white.
So am I.
Yeah, but like,
But I'm not a racist. That's why it feels good.
This isn't a thing. Like, I'm sorry, this just isn't good.
Oh no, it's a thing.
Look, think about it like
I
if
mean,
you
I
change
could see it in Brandon's situation, but in our situations over here, like, I don't really think it's a
a
thing.
Turkish person, an Albanian person, anyone who hates Greeks. But here's the thing, Brandon. Think of it like this: you're making the world better with your dick. There you go.
Yeah.
You're getting rid of a racist.
No,
Phil, would you do it?
Sure.
Yes.
absolutely.
I
not.
still don't understand how this would apply to me, but
What do you mean? You're not a racist. We dislike racist people. Why? Because they're fucking stupid and it's wrong. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna defile a racist man's daughter because fuck him.
Okay. To be fair,
but how does that make anything better?
That's what.
It
Because
does.
I'm just white. So how could he be mad?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's not about him being mad. It's about you being like, yeah.
It'd be better in Brandon's
I see
situation
what
because
you're
then
saying
he'd be
now.
pissed.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
I'd have to find a very specific group:
Mm.
Albanians, Turkish, fucking Turkish people.
I'll just do it to racist people because fucking.
Yeah, naturally, just because fuck them.
I don't like them. Yeah.
No, there's no situation in which I would do that. I'm sorry, there's just not.
Pussy.
Where are we at?
Right.
No, like I
Remember-
don't, you can call me pussy all you want. I don't care. Like I'm just not
Sad.
gonna go like if I actually liked this girl and I had a relationship with her, then probably
I would hope you didn't.
Remember when we started this podcast? We were worried about what we were going to talk about.
I would hope you would not be friends and buddy and We're booed up with a fucking racist. That'd be weird. You know how weird that would be?
Yes. Which is why it wouldn't happen. Because I wouldn't know her and I wouldn't be buddy-buddy with her.
You wouldn't slang dick for the
No! I wouldn't!
Lame.
God.
Do it for the culture.
No.
Do it for the culture.
Whose culture am I doing it for?
All of ours.
Like,
I don't know.
Fuck
bro.
it. Greek
Let
culture. You're
people
Greek
say it, I
now.
don't
Do
know.
it.
like
It's a
when
thing people say, I don't
when
know.
people say that, it's like, what culture? Because it's not just
Shut
black
up.
culture.
Just do it for the culture.
No. Get out of here.
You're lame, man. Come on.
I'm not lame. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, by certain standards, you are.
By his standards, maybe, but not by mine.
Medical standards.
Aw.
I'm
Bruh,
sorry,
you-
buddy. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Dang.
It was wide open.
You're lame medical standards too.
No.
Yeah.
How?
Because
I have no physical disabilities.
You're
you're,
obese.
you're out of shape and overweight.
No, that's just obese. That's
That's
fat.
medical. That's medical.
The medical term is fat as fuck.
Which means you're disabled.
no, because then you're
Because I could go up more stairs than you. Catch me
That's-
if you can.
To be fair,
Cody,
you
the only
probably
reason I wouldn't say that
I
is
probably
because,
couldn't actually. That's what's fucked up.
because, like, when people say they're obese by weight, that's, like, really dumb because LeBron is technically obese by weight.
by his BMI standards, or
No, just by his weight. Like, if you just take it off of your weight versus your height.
That's retarded.
I know, but I'm
I don't
saying,
think
like,
anyone has ever said that.
yes, they do.
Who the fuck has said LeBron is overweight?
No, but I'm saying by standards of what the
BMI.
what-
Fat
yeah.
content.
But I'm saying by standards of your height versus your weight, the ratio that it should be, LeBron is off the scale because he's so big, he's so muscular. So it's like his weight is he just has a lot of weight to him.
no obesity. I think is based off of BMI, which measures body fat.
Bruh.
I think. I
But
could be
they-
wrong. I could be
okay,
wrong. I could be wrong.
They do body fat, but they also do height to weight. There's an average. What?
Nothing.
Leave me alone.
Just we're hearing
He's over here
crackling.
tapping still. Lock your phone. If you surpass me, I'm gonna be pissed.
Why do you say surpass like that?
Because it's bullshit. I put my phone away for the podcast.
I've tried to get him to.
Yeah, Phil, do it for the podcast, Brandon.
I'm not doing it for the Vine.
Do it for the snap.
Asshole.
Oh, Snapchat's dead now.
It's not.
Bro, that update is trash.
That's why I didn't get it.
Well, I didn't have a choice. I just kind of opened
Yeah.
Snapchat one day and I was like, oh, update. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't let my things
But
update.
you're still not friends with me.
Bro, I
You probably couldn't figure out how to add me now.
No, I can't, honestly. Like, it's, you know.
Oh, you see that?
I
That
tried.
nice, pure Snapchat.
Yeah, I know it's upsetting
I
to
hate
see.
you. You're terrible. Like, I hate you so
So
much.
nice.
Have you seen the new ones, though?
Yes, it's fucking
Ugh.
stupid.
Ugh.
Zay showed it to me forever ago, and he was like, "Don't update your Snapchat."
Dude, it's upsetting. It's really upsetting.
And I was like, "All right, well, I'm not going to."
What time are we at?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He hasn't been recording.
What do you
this
want to
right
talk
now.
about today, George?
Oh, nothing. I pretty much bring that all up.
I got another topic if you guys want to go for it.
What? What are you going to talk about?
The art thing.
What art?
Nobody cares about art.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that fucking unpatriotic piece of shit using
This
the
is
American
why it
flag.
matters because I think it's fine.
Look,
Let me
it's
let me
art.
let me read you the story
All
first.
right, read me the story. Read me a story, Daddy.
Again, this is an opinion piece from Fox News, so take it as you will. So basically, I'll just start with the first couple paragraphs. It's not very long. When Marine veteran Jess Karcher first saw the desecrated flag at Broward College, he was confused. Then he became angry. It was extremely disrespectful to our flag and every American, Karcher told Todd Starnes' radio show. Karcher is a student at Broward College, and on January 26, he came across the American flag that had been desecrated as a part of a faculty art exhibit at the campus art gallery. Lisa Rockford, an assistant professor of art, covered Old Glory in white paint, cut the flag in half, and laid it on the ground like a doormat. The artist had repeatedly set up a camera to take photographs of people unknowingly stepping on the flag. There were so many other ways of getting her message across other than disrespecting the flag and tricking people into doing so, Karcher told Starnes. He told Campus Reform the professor would laugh as people unknowingly stepped on the red, white, and blue. I reached out to Professor Rockford by email, but she did not respond to my questions. And he said Broward College issued a statement defending the exhibit.
Broward?
Yeah, Broward. It's in Florida.
I was going to say Broward County.
Yeah,
They have a college.
I guess.
Yeah, quick thing. I'm gonna go outside, take a vape break.
Okay,
real quick.
What?
What? I'm feeling the
Motherfucker,
urge.
we're in the middle of a
I'm feeling an urge.
podcast.
I'm feeling an urge, and I feel like this is gonna get heated, so I don't want to.
You should definitely sit down.
Okay, fine then.
The
That's
provocative
ridiculous.
nature of the piece is protected by the artist's constitutional rights, specifically the First Amendment right to the freedom of speech, the college said. The statement went on to say the desecrated flag represents the opinions of the artist and are not indicative of the values of Broadway College.
I'm going to say the same thing I said during the whole kneeling situation. We do not live in a country where we have to worship a fucking flag. You do not have to love the flag to be patriotic. It's not how that works.
Let me read you his next statement because it.
Yeah.
It's such a kick in the gut to have to come to school on a daily basis and see our flag disrespected, especially when so many of our brothers and sisters died defending it. As a
No.
U.S. Marine, the flag means
No.
everything. From the air we breathe to the freedoms we have, our flag represents us as a nation no matter who you are or what you stand for.
Nobody died to protect a piece of fucking fabric.
That's what I said.
That is
bro.
not a thing. Nobody did that.
Yeah, so that was the.
They died for what it stands for. You know what it stood for? It stood for freedom of speech, bitch.
That was the Fox News. This one's the Washington Times, which I don't know their political stance.
I think
But-
they're more conservative.
Are they?
But I don't know.
I get why someone might be upset, but I just wish they would not write shit like that and just
Bro.
think about it for a second. Like, well, it's their opinion.
You want to read the comments?
Oh, those are going to be productive.
Oh God, yeah, real productive. Fucking disgusting. They should be in
No.
jail.
Hold on, wait.
Fuck them.
They use bigger words than that, Cody.
No, they
Okay.
don't.
Oh,
If you-
yes, they
use
do.
big words.
If you
Just
don't
be-
like it, get out.
Just because the First Amendment
that is-
allows... Can you let me read this?
Sorry.
Just because the First Amendment allows this fascist liberal to desecrate the flag does not
Fascist
mean,
liberal.
does not mean that the American people must pay for it or allow him a paid soapbox
Did they
to
just say fascist?
indoctrinate his brown shirts from... And then it stops.
Fascist liberal.
Yeah.
Do they even realize what the fuck they're saying?
And his name is Liberals Hate Women and Blacks. Wait, this one's good too.
Can't even be mad. That's so stupid.
This comment's good too.
Oh, that's so
Always an
stupid.
American flag. Why not a Mexican, ISIS, or rainbow flag?
Oh my
I thought.
God.
Hold on. I thought Progs embraced inclusion. Lol.
Progs. Oh, progressives.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why not the Mexican flag? Well, they're
Why
not
not-
mad at Mexico.
Why not the flags of the Browns and the queers, goddammit?
Liberals hate black women and blacks came back with a with an agreement rebuttal.
Oh hell yeah!
For some reason, that only the liberals seem to understand any other flag desecration or Quran is racist.
What?
That doesn't. First of all, it's not
What?
grammatically correct.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he's basically saying that liberals think if you desecrate any other form of flag or religious text, it's racist.
those are the same people that think it's written in the Quran to kill infidels.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
kill them. That's what it says.
That's one of the bad things about the Quran. It's one part history book. So occasionally it's going to be Muhammad giving orders to his army.
Yeah. And it's
Oh.
also in a
Bruh,
different language.
this
so
gets violent.
translate. Oh,
Oh,
does it?
who'd have thought?
In the
Bruh.
comments. What do they say in the comments?
So his first comment, his name is Mr. Mr. GOP USA 11.
is it? Are they funny?
No.
Like when they fucking made it. What was it? Oklahoma. With the gas pumping shit, and that
Yes.
everyone was shitting on that old
I mean,
lady.
that's funny, but like, no, it's not. No, this one is.
Remember we
It's
talked
not-
about it on
it's
the,
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah, because he referred
yeah.
to himself as an Oregonian.
Oregonian. Once again,
The
still
old lady was just getting shit on because the Facebook post got onto Twitter, and then the Twitter got like 50,000 retweets.
just-
So everyone from that thread ended up on the Facebook thing and was
Yeah,
just
it was-
shitting on this one
yeah.
old lady who was like, "I don't want to smell like gas," and everyone's just like, "The fuck are you talking about, you dumb bitch?"
So Mr. GOP USA 11 says the Lord put half-wit liberals in the USA, so we do not have to
Lord.
purchase targets.
Fucking Lord did.
Always report all caps every liberal comment. It is good for America. And then the last thing it says is MAGA. I don't know what that means.
Make America great.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ew. All right, so then he got his next comment within the same hour, right? Truth is that I've never met a Democrat that I did not injure. American patriots need to adopt this common sense technique of hit 'em while you can. Break their
Strike
nose
your
first.
fellow countrymen. Jesus.
Break their nose first. They will fall to their knees and cry 95% of the time.
What's this person look like? Show me their picture.
It doesn't have a picture.
Because I would love
Bro,
for some fucking old conservative jackass to come up to me and try and punch me in my face.
Bro, he must not be fucking with them new Democrats, because, bro,
God. I'd
fuck
kick this
out of
dog
here,
shit.
bro.
I would kick his ass, not because I know I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how big he is. I don't give a fuck how trained he is. The internal anger for how stupid you are would give me enough power
You'd go Super Saiyan.
to crush your fucking balls by looking at them.
Like,
Confirmed. Cody stares at balls with intent.
Did you say intent?
Yes.
I hate people, man. God damn it, I hate society.
and then someone said the professional name I said was Lisa Rockford, right? So this person said Lisa Rockford ... Another spoiled brat who doesn't know why she is free.
Because of a flag, that's why you're free. You're free because a piece of fabric is red and white stripes on it with some stars.
Yeah.
Bro, this
There's a little blue
it's
section in the
unreal.
corner.
Now, okay, so now that we're done joking and making fun of these people,
Okay.
why do you not like it?
All right, look. Same as okay, let me put it like this. I don't care all that much. It bothers me because unlike the NFL protest, it's not so much the worst thing you can say about the NFL kneeling was they weren't honoring the flag. They weren't going about the flag every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
This is out and out a matter of what's it called? A disrespectful thing. Do I care all that much? Not really. Enough to say, oh, that unpatriotic son of a
But
bitch.
why is it unpatriotic?
I don't know. Because I don't even know why she did it. Why did she do that?
To prove a point. with
And
her.
not to mention,
Probably to start this exact conversation to
Yeah.
see how butthurt people would get.
yeah.
And lo and behold,
Second of
people
all-
are fucking butthurt.
There's a bunch of artwork that I just kind of find weird, but I don't care enough to make comments like Piss Christ. Piss Christ was weird as fuck.
Piss Christ?
We've talked about it before. It's a
Oh, yeah. I think
crucifix in a jar of piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not like...
Yeah, I know. But it's just like you were just trying to make people mad. Like that's all you're trying
But maybe
to do.
she's not trying. Maybe there's like there's not a quote from her in these articles, so I have no idea.
Yeah, once again, like,
because the college
that's
is
why
speaking.
I said I don't know exactly what she wanted.
Yeah,
So I can't say too much. I can say like outright, just like what really.
but how do you know it wasn't for a point? Like it wasn't to make a good point.
Well, I don't.
To do
That's why I'm not.
exactly what...
That's why I don't care.
But like maybe
At all.
she's trying to
Not
start this conversation because this flag isn't that important. It like
I've
it's,
said that before.
I know, but I'm saying it's like Cody said. It's a piece of cloth. There's nothing patriotic about it. Like my shirt is about as patriotic as the goddamn American flag.
Right.
Okay.
We give it power. If we all looked at my shirt one day and be like, "This is what our country stands for," new American flag right here. It's just a piece of fabric. Like
I
it doesn't
get-
mean anything.
And you know, it's supposed to be our symbol, you know, whatever the what, but it's like that's not what makes us us. That's not what gave us the rights. It's
I
just
know.
this thing that other countries see and they're like, "Oh yeah, America."
Yeah.
They don't look at it and go, "Women's rights."
like no.
No, like what the fuck?
Like, and if anything, from my own perspective, I look at it and think racism, slavery, and like that's it. That's like that's about all I
Right.
get out of
Yeah,
it. Because
exactly.
the last time it was changed was when America was still super racist, and like it just that's all it means to me. It means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't and like I really hate this guy. Like he basically stood up and talked for all like military people. When it's like you don't have the right to do that. Like it's fine if that means what that means to you, but don't throw every other person who went to war and like died for the flag. Like no, you don't know why they went to war. Like they probably went to war to protect their country, not the fucking flag.
They probably went to war because they were drizzafted, you know.
Well, that's neither here nor there. But I'm talking about like modern war. They didn't like I'm sure there are people out there who don't go to war because like, oh, the flag. Yeah, I'm going to go protect a piece of cloth.
They
Like,
went
no.
to war because of college. Pay for college.
God damn it.
Facts, people.
God damn
You know
it.
what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know.
And it's just like, and I hate that like we can disrespect something that's not even like a real thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but we gave it that power, and regardless of whether we gave it that power, whether that power is real, it still has it. You understand what I mean?
The one thing that really gets me about it is that those people who get real anal about the flag,
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like real.
real anal.
Those people are the ones that will sit around and talk shit about like other like communist-esque countries where in those countries, guess what? It's fucking mandatory to praise the goddamn flag. That's like North Korea, like you worship that
yeah.
fucking flag. China, you worship the fucking flag.
Yep.
And it's just just blows my mind that people don't look at it like that. They're like, oh, no, it's different because it's American.
Well, yeah,
But it
because
is, Cody. It is.
we don't want to be
It's
like the people we hate. You know, we are in a lot more ways than people realize.
Well, yeah, we're all people, so pretty much the same.
My point.
Yeah.
So you want to read the comments on this Washington Times article because they get good to here too.
How good?
I mean, it's along the same lines of stupidity. So, like the first one, let's read the first one. The type of government that professors like Miss Rockford want is in complete opposition to the freedom like Miss Rockford enjoys. For example, let her go to North Korea and try making their flag into a doormat. It would be a great education about the freedoms of America. She's so quick to... That's not even a word.
Wait, say that again?
So the type of government that professors like Miss Rockford want is in complete...
Miss Rockford who?
The professor who made the art.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I missed that part in the beginning.
Oh,
I thought
yeah,
it
she's
was
a-
I
no.
thought it was a student.
She's a professor.
Nope.
Okay, that makes it a little interesting.
The type of government that she wants...
Oh, wait, is this the article or is this a comment?
This
Comment.
Okay. Wait,
is
it
in
a comment?
complete... Yeah, it's a comment.
I don't know.
Is in complete opposition to the freedom like Miss Rockford enjoys.
Oh my
For
God.
example, let her go to North Korea and try making their flag into a doormat. It will be a great education about the freedoms of America. She's so quick to... I don't know what that last word is. That's not a word. Phil, is this a word?
Spell it out.
Is that a word?
Denigrate?
Is that a word?
Yeah, that's a word.
Is that a word?
Denigrate.
I've never seen that word before. But yeah, so he's basically saying, like, you know, the exact opposite of what he's really trying to say.
Oh my God, what a fucking moron.
Once again, internet
You're
comments.
abusing your freedom. Why don't you go to a place with no freedom so you appreciate it more? How do you abuse freedom?
Hold on, quick thing.
How can you abuse freedom?
You're too free, Cody.
That's I think that's the thing that everyone has fucked up. People think since we're free we're supposed to be like, oh, America. Like, oh, thank you so much. Like, you know, every time you see a soldier, you get on your fucking knees like, thank you.
I've never done that. But you know.
I know you were a fucking chef and you didn't really do anything, but thank you. And then you got people with American flag like just fucking rubbing it all over their naked body. Ugh. There's no such thing as too much freedom.
This is true.
That's
Cody.
not a thing. It's not.
It becomes anarchy.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no such thing as abusing your freedom. Is what I meant to say.
What I was gonna. So earlier when I made the joke, if you don't like it, get out. You seem like you're about to go on a tangent. Well,
Because I hate that fucking response.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking response. Because for a while there, I was using this argument, right? The problem is, like, people put America up on a pedestal. Now, it gets really misconstrued because everyone likes to take this the wrong way. Just follow me for a second.
all right, I'm right behind you.
People put America at number one, when in reality we are fucking not at all. We're not.
did you just say, boy?
Right? Yeah, we're not at all.
Can I play devil's advocate for a
Schooling,
second?
we don't even rank. I don't think top 10 in anything
No, that's fine.
as
I'll
far
wait
as
till you're
schooling goes.
I think we're like 32nd.
Right, which is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
How can you call yourself number one if you're raising a dumber country than 32 other countries?
Because you're not smart enough to know better because your education sucks.
There you go. With healthcare, we're way behind in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I'm not saying make it free, but make it fucking affordable, please.
I'm saying make it free.
That's
That's an argument for another day.
infrastructure, shit. Homeless rate, shit. Crime rate, shit.
Potholes.
Bro,
That
me
falls
and
under
Phil,
infrastructure.
me
That's
and Phil were
infrastructure.
talking about this earlier when we were just at B-Dubs. Like, this is the worst I've ever seen potholes.
All I'm saying
Bro,
is,
it's
I don't
so
think
bad.
we rank top 10 in fucking anything except for people in prison, which we're number one in, and people who own guns.
Yep.
That's it.
God
But
bless America.
let me. Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a minute. Okay, where else could we go? That's better than here.
That's not the fucking point I'm trying
I know, but
to
I'm saying that
make.
that's what they'll say.
Switzerland.
No, and that's what I'm trying to say. That's what George brought up. I hated that fucking response when I would tell people like, "Oh, other country. Why don't you go there then?" Well, that's not the point.
No,
the
I'm
point
not-
is
I'm not
I
telling
love
you
it here and I want it to be better.
Yeah, it's.
I don't
Tough
give a
love,
shit if
essentially. Tough
Sweden
love.
has better infrastructure and a less homeless rate and it's more affordable to live. I don't care. I don't want to fucking live in Sweden. I want to live in fucking America. I was born here. I'm a fucking American. I'm going to live here. Yeah. I just want it to be better. I'm bringing that shit to people's attention so they understand. Get your head out of your ass. We're not number one.
Who are you to judge this country?
A
citizen of this country.
That's the point I'm trying to make. People are... I hate that fucking response. Why don't you just leave then? Why don't you just leave because you're not sucking the government's dick?
Go to Canada.
Right.
Which
I might.
Canada's starting to scare me.
Yeah.
They passed a law saying that you have to use people's words.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how transgender...
Pronouns.
Yeah, pronouns.
You have to use the correct
You have to
pronouns.
use them, or else a hate crime.
Whoa.
That's pretty over the top.
Yeah, it's a little much.
That's a law compelling speech. That's scary.
Listen, we could talk about this next podcast, but like Dave Chappelle is so right when he says the world is just becoming full of bitch ass niggas. Like it's happening, bro.
I've said that on a podcast that we're
multiple
in a
times.
generation of soft people raising soft
Bill
people.
Maher said the same thing this week. He's like, these fragile motherfuckers cannot handle shit.
I'm not saying I'm like tough, but
you can handle shit.
and I'm saying I'm not gonna walk around and be like offended. Oh, how dare you say that?
Oh, by the way, quick thing about the whole pronouns thing. Their reasoning is you not using their pronouns is it's linked to them wanting to kill themselves. That's
Wait, what?
okay. So they're
Where's
saying,
the correlation?
They're saying that when you don't,
I don't understand.
Did you see his face?
when you don't use the words they want you to use, they want to kill themselves.
That sounds like what? That's where?
That's-
how did they?
Exactly. Second of all, if that is true, that's not grounds to make everyone say what you want. That's grounds to get them help.
Yeah.
That's why I always say
It's
like
not that sounds like a them problem.
exactly, bro. It's like you like
What the fuck was that?
Go ahead, say what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Well, it's like
Go for it.
it's kind of jumping back a second, but
Yeah.
there's that one meme. It's could we just all go back to the time where everybody's offending everybody and we could all just get along again?
Facts, bro. Like, God, is it's like
just everybody's so gentle now.
my whole idea about it is like. If you kill yourself because of what I said, there's like you had a lot of problems
that-
before you
yeah.
ever met me, bro.
Yeah,
like,
true.
It's like Cat Williams said, it's self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self, bitch.
exactly.
That was like
It's scary how true that is.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
if-
because I don't even picture myself as fat. That's how good my self-esteem is. That is true.
No, that's just called denial, my friend. That's
Yeah.
all that is. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all that is.
Isn't that what good self-esteem really is? It's just you tricking yourself. into
No,
thinking you're better.
not at all.
I mean, it can be
I mean, but that's not the good kind of self-esteem. you want.
Sociopaths have
like-
really good self-esteem.
like that whole. Okay, let me tread lightly here.
No, go for it. Just balls deep. Go for it.
Like the whole trying to convince the world that being fat is beautiful. Now it's not. I'm not saying it's not, right?
I'll say it's
Wait,
not.
this is like
I'll
this
say
is
it's
like
No, no. Listen.
What is, Bill Burr. He had like
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Here's the thing, right? You can be beautiful all you want. The problem is they're putting him up on a pedestal. That's wrong. You know why? Because you're still fucking fat and you're gonna have health problems. That's not healthy. That is wrong. You can't fat shame somebody. How can you health shame someone?
It's called body positivity.
I don't.
Wait.
I think people let me put it to you like this. I think for every 10 pounds you gain, there's about a mile of veins and capillaries your heart has to pump blood through. So imagine 20 pounds, 30 pounds, all that shit.
That's
Got
a lot.
30 pounds or 30 miles of meat in me, boy.
My point is, it's just people. I think
Are stupid.
No. It's social media, man.
No, it's
Well, let me. Okay, look.
Because
So-
it gives people a voice, right?
Yeah.
And then once people started following other people and etc., and once you got 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, or followers, or whatever, what have you.
Before you finish this, whatever
People
Cody
feel
says after this,
important.
hold on. Whatever Cody says after this, don't listen to him. Still subscribe to us, even if we say stupid shit.
No,
Okay?
no.
Just throw that out there.
Wait.
This is some
I'm not
high-octane
saying
stupid shit.
social media is a problem. I love social media because it's a great way to connect. We can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is it gives people false entitlement.
This
And you
is
have
true.
people on there that are spouting out stupid shit. And the world is stupid. Oh, well, he has 500,000 followers.
He must be right.
Must be saying something right. No. That's the thing. People just don't. And then you have, on the other hand, you have the news who's just fucked.
That's just
So it's like you really don't know. Like people are, just like, well, I can't listen to them. And this fucking Instagram model that, her whole page is covered in ass is trying to tell me about some law that passed in Turkey. I don't know what to believe anymore.
But like Bill Burr's whole bit was like you calling people who get on the cover of magazines who are fat brave. You're giving them all these like all these compliments that they don't deserve.
Yeah, they don't.
Because he's like, so the next time I look at a fireman, I'm gonna have to call him brave. That's not a compliment. If you're calling fat people who get on the cover of a magazine naked brave.
Say, what about Caitlyn Jenner getting Woman of the Year?
Listen, I don't have. There's not enough time in this podcast for me to like tell you why I hate that so much. But like,
because she's not a fucking woman.
I can sum all.
Yeah, she is.
that was not what I was gonna say at all. But that's
I can
fine.
sum all this shit
Get it.
up in 4 words. People are
Suck my
fucking
dick.
goofy.
Yep.
Shout out George Carlin.
Shout out
R.I.P.
George Carlin. God
Beautiful.
damn it. God.
We
Damn
lost
it.
a good one, and nobody appreciated him while he was here.
Yeah, they did.
Nah,
they did.
not like they did now.
No, we just miss him now because we don't have him just looking at everybody like, what the fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker?
I miss it.
All right. Well, we gotta wrap up, guys.
I mean, do we have to?
I mean, unless you guys want to turn this
yes.
into 2 podcasts today.
Thanks for joining us again.
Feels like I don't want to edit that.
Classically urban podcast. You bitch, you funky bitches, you. I am the legacy.
I'm Baby Ice Cube.
I'm OG Philly G.
And I'm George Georgopoulos.
Stay stanky, everybody.
Get
Peace
your
out.
dick wet.
Peace out.